Hello there guys, my name is Jagimpydorf and welcome. So we're back in the Devil Driver Corporation's world, as you can see behind us. And what is this ship we've been greeted with, you know, staring us square in the face? Well, this is the Redeemer sort of conversion as sorts. It's called the RDC, and basically it's the Redeemer cargo ship basically. So the first version of the ship, as we can see over here, was largely for human transport. So, you know, 18 people in here. It's got a lot of emergency exit sort of things in here that fitted nicely to help people get out in an emergency. And then we've got this version. Now this version, as you can probably tell, is just purely for cargo, and hence the brownish colour. It's like a kind of going like a rusty orangey brown colour. Because I kind of think it's suited with the cargo. It's not exactly the most exciting series of the ship, but you know, there may be some war variants of this also in the future. I'm thinking of doing some bomber versions and some things that can actually fight back, which would be kind of cool, but I've got to look at some weapons to see how powerful they are before I add them on. So what does this ship actually feature? Well, as you can see, we've taken out the complete underside of where the human transport used to be, and we've skinnied it up, as I'm saying. Basically, we've made it and allowed it so it can carry this 2 large container setup of sort of vessels, and these have a pair of their own, and they also have connectors on either side, well, ejectors on either side, one that comes out piston and one that actually doesn't actually come out, so it's meant to be joined up by another one that is piston, so you can like join them in tandem, and that's the whole purpose of them. So this ship in itself is quite cool. I've added some of the features that Redeemer had, and also added some ones specialised for this ship. So if you come to the underbelly of the ship, you'll notice you've got your fueling port. It's further back now, unlike the Redeemer, well, just the standard Redeemer. There is you know, an area within there to put stuff, mainly your fuel, uranium, but that one under there is just so you can get to it, so you can refill the engines, because that was an issue I was coming with. Another thing, the world is now blessed with the Steez doors mod. Now this actually enables a load of different doors. It enables, if I can find them, actually where is it? Door mod by Uncle Steve. So you got the compact door offset, compact door side, so there's like a left and a right, and then you got adjusted door offset, and then you got like the curved or corner doors, and then you got these ones without the tops on. So he's added a few nice doors to this, and I've managed to use the horizontal, you know, the wonky one. One that's on an angle, on a 45-degree angle, to enable you to get in and out of this ship, which is actually a lot nicer than just having a straightforward upward door. So we come in here, we've got the same lighting, but now I've actually added in colour-coded seats for this, and this takes a crew of 4, and I'm unsure what to do with this space here. If they had weapon racks, I may put some weapons here to defend against pirates, but that may come in due course, and I may add some other things to this. I may take some mods out and add some mods in. Some mods I'm not actually using, so they may disappear, just so I can clean this world up a bit more. But we've got the azimuth seats in here again. We've got 2 cockpits, passenger seats, so you can just sit in here and, you know, just wait until you need to be getting out and helping lug around all the things. You then got the co-pilot, who is blue, and then you've got the main pilot, which is red. We're going to jump in the main pilot seat, obviously, because we are the coolest. So we've got our green light on, which indicates that we have our landing gear out. So if I go 3 and fly up, well, we've also got a red one going as well, by the way, which means that the landing gears are less than 2 meters away from the floor, and if we get away from that, that turns off. But also, if I were to go 4 and look at where the cargo is, release the cargo and fly upwards, and go 5, turn it on again, Now there is a sensor there, you can see it, it's just a little bit of blue. if I go T and just slowly drop down ever so slightly onto this crate, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've actually got a blue light that's blinking now. What does that blue light mean? We are less than 2 meters away from hitting this crate, so you can actually tell how far you are, and you know, just to gauge what is actually happening with the underside of the ship, because that is really important to communicate. The best part about it is when you use a merge block, the blocks automatically become one, so it doesn't sense it anymore, so it turns that blue light off and stops it blinking. So that's a really nice feature to have, and then when you go 5, it becomes a separate ship and that light starts blinking again. So it does work in a very nice ways. And I'm just going to double check that's actually linked back up. Yep, so there we go. So we'll put the landing gear back down. There we go. And we'll land. Now of course, red light's blinking again and the green light's blinking again, just to tell us the landing gear is out and we've landed. This one lands a bit harsher than the rest, I've found. Just because of the weight on the back end. But I don't know, it's funny, it's just really weird how it lands. It just hits the floor now, it doesn't actually press down. Now this front landing gear has had to have some changes and optimizations to it. It does still fit into this gap, but it does actually have a sensor underneath, which allows it to sense where the floor is, because of course there's no sides that hit the floor anymore or are close to the floor, so you can't tell how far you are from the floor. So I had to put it on the landing gear at the front. I couldn't put them on the back because the back ones, well, I have nothing on to connect them to. So that is the Redeemer C. And in other news, I am going to be retiring the Lugger. It was the first transport ship of its class, one of the ugliest in all fairness. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically take this ship and put it into another world that is like home to all the old ships, and you know, I will just see where it goes from there with it. I may tweak with it, I may see if I can make it look a lot more beautifuler, and see if I can improve its performance and whatnot. But currently it just doesn't perform to the same specs as the newer ships, like the the RDC and the RD and the FC, and of course the Shadowhawk at the back there. It doesn't perform the same. It's silly, and again it's an unpressurized vessel, which I feel like it should be pressurized and have maybe a door at the back end or something else, because the back end just looks super weird and it needs a bit more design work on it. Because I mean, if you look at the Redeemer, it's got all these weird lines and jutting out bits, and that is what I want, Devil Driver to be. Not like square and boxy looking things like this. It looks like a freaking fat wasp or something. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys agree with me with the changes I'll be making to the world. If you guys enjoyed this, then please like, favorite, and of course subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!